Hello, everyone. Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Shelly.
Hi. Okay, so I'm very excited for this interview today. I was reflecting kind of about the things that we're going to talk about and kind of just reflecting about our time together. And I thought it was so interesting how we really focus on helping you transition into this place where you are owning more of yourself as an entrepreneur and really seeing that. I think a huge part that we also worked on is kind of like letting go of um, the need to quit your day job and wanting to quit your day job while also working on your business at the same time. And I think this is something that a lot of people go through. So I know that you have a lot to share with them today.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe you can start off with introducing yourself and what would you like the people to know about you?
Yep. So my name is Crystal. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I have been working as a dietitian for the past 5 years, and I started to build my online business back in 2020. And I think after these 2 years of building my business, and also especially after working with Shelly, I was just so mind blown, and I was just so inspired that I am currently in the process of transitioning to become a life coach.
Yeah, yay. And also curious, what made you like decide to go into life coaching?
um, I guess it's that I have personally experienced like how powerful life coaching is, and I would say life coaching really changed my life. So I really want to help other people do the same as well.
Mm, yeah. What would you say before, kind of like, how would you describe where you were before and before we started working together and what made you decide to like say yes to do this for yourself in the beginning?
So before we started working together, I was thinking about quitting my day job almost every day. I was so mentally exhausted after work, and I thought my day job was getting in my way of building my business. And I was also having a very stressful relationship with money.
Mm,
Especially, I felt a lot of shame and guilt with how I use my money and my ability to make money. And the idea of making peace with where I was at just felt so hard. It felt almost impossible. And I guess the reason why I said yes is because I just had so many aha moments during our first call. I was like so mind blown when you said my problems were amazing problems to have, because like I never thought problems could be amazing. This was like a completely new way of looking at problems. And also, you said I could feel safe and sufficient with what I have right now. I don't need my business to do that for me. And this just sounds too good to be true to me. And also, you said I don't need to hustle to make money. I can just chill, relax, and still make money. And this also sounded just too good to be true. Um, but I really wanted to live this too good to be true life. And
mm,
that's what made me say yes.
yeah, I love that. It's like there's so many things that just feels too good to be true.
Mm,
And I remember too on our first call, like the one thing that I really wanted to kind of help you anchor in is what if it's okay to want something that is too good to be true, and doesn't mean that everyone is going to want a life that feels too good to be true, but you do, and there's nothing wrong with going for too good to be true life and to really live that, right? And I love how you talked about problems as like, and we really talked about what if this is just a good problem to have, right? And for any of you who is listening, like, what if your problems are just good problems to have? It's a really different way of how you can look at your life. And that's like the start of like changing everything else completely for you. So I'm so excited for you. And yeah, was there anything that surprised you about our time as we were working together?
Yeah, so as I said, there were like just so many things that surprised me. I was so mind blown like every coaching course. And I think the biggest surprise I have is that I don't have to change my thoughts. I didn't realize that like just having awareness is good enough.
Mm,
Like just being aware of my thoughts and just watching it to be there, observing it, is just so powerful already.
mhm,
Because like previously, I thought I have to like think positively. I have to change change my thought to more positive thoughts, but I can just let those thoughts be there and not make it mean anything. And so this surprised me a lot. And actually knowing that I don't have to change my thoughts released so much pressure already.
mm,
Yeah. And the other thing that really surprised me is that like as I had more awareness about my thoughts, I realized how my brain liked to focus on what could go wrong instead of like what could go right.
mhm.
And but it's just so interesting to notice this, and and now I can just choose whatever thoughts I want to believe in. Um, for example, the thoughts I'm not good enough, and also the thought what I have is enough. Actually, both thoughts feel true to me. So why not choose the one that I want to believe in?
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. It's so powerful to think about thoughts that way instead
mm,
of like really believing everything you think. Now it's like, oh hey, I have like almost like a platter of thoughts in front of me and I can choose what works for me.
mm,
Yeah. Um,
yeah.
what what do you think is like the main difference of like why not choose a positive thought, right? Because someone can be like, but I do want to choose a positive thought. Why not change it and just like instead of wanting to just keep it or like observe it? What do you want to say about that?
Yeah, I guess it's just quite important to sit with the negative thoughts first to really understand why you have these thoughts in the first place. And when you can really sit with these negative thoughts, you will like the thought will start losing the power on you, I think.
Mm,
And then when you are in like a very neutral place with these thoughts, then it's easier for you to actually find a new thought. But
mhm,
when you are really in a rush of finding a positive thoughts, um, likely it won't work. You might feel even more stressed, and the new thoughts might not feel so true, might feel forced.
mm. Yeah, yes. Yeah. It is very true. It's kind of like it's like forcing a positive thought on top of what you're actually thinking.
Mm,
And there's so much more almost like space to just be in the possibility of like, okay, I have this thought, but let's just keep it here. We don't have to like push it away, resist it, avoid it. Sometimes there's like so much drama that happens when we try to push away a negative thoughts.
yes.
Yeah. What are you the most proud of? Is there anything you're proud of? There's probably a couple, but is there anything you want to share?
Yeah, I think what I'm the most proud of is that now I'm having so much more compassion and forgiveness towards myself. Because previously I was often being very, very mean and very judgmental to myself, and also some of the past decisions I made. But now I've realized that the past Crystal had already done the best she could with what she had and what she knew, and she did what she had to do to get me here. And now just wanted to thank the past Crystal. And like, I think before working together, this was impossible. I will just blame the past Crystal for doing all these things. But now I'm just having so much more compassion towards myself. And even like when I'm having some negative thoughts, I won't say mean things to myself, or I won't just say, oh, how come you feel this way? How come you have these thoughts? You are a coach or you are a dietitian, things like that. But now I'm just having so much compassion. I can just observe myself having those thoughts.
Yeah. And how has that helped you right now? Because you have more compassion for yourself.
Mm. Yeah, I would say when I have more compassion towards myself, I just won't make I won't make the thoughts I have mean anything about myself, or I won't make um, what other people what other people might think mean anything about myself. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I know that one thing that we worked on was really helping you make peace with your current day job right now.
Mm.
And there was a time when I remember when you first came to me, you wanted to quit, right? And you wanted to leave. And to be clear, like there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with quitting and wanting to leave. Um, but I find it very interesting because what we actually worked on was after we worked through those thoughts to help you be at peace with your current job, you actually ended up enjoying it so much more and you actually love it. And so now you don't want to quit anymore. So do you mind sharing with people a little bit about what that experience was like?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, I'm still so surprised that I enjoy my day job now. And I guess there were a few layers behind why I wanted to quit all the time.
Mm,
So like the first one is imposter syndrome. I felt the need to prove I'm good enough to my boss. And also I felt the need to make everyone feel good. So I could feel good. No wonder I was so exhausted after work every day. And now I just realized that the thought I'm not good enough really is just a very common thought that will just come and go every now and then. And as we said, we just don't have to make it mean anything about ourselves. And now a new thought that I really like is that yes, I have flaws. I might make mistakes sometimes, but I can still be amazing at work.
mm,
So this thought actually really helps a lot. And also now I realize I have no control at all over what other people think and feel.
mm.
Like they have the freedom to think whatever they want to think, and they are capable of feeling their feelings. And this has nothing to do with me. And knowing this is just so freeing. Like I just don't feel as mentally exhausted after work anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the other reason why I just wanted to quit all the time is because I I think I thought I needed to feel more positive about my job. Like I shouldn't have the Monday blues. But after working together, I had this aha moment that what if I don't have to feel super motivated about my job? Like what if I don't have to feel super motivated on Monday mornings? Like what if that is just part of being a human? And now I just don't make it a problem. Like I might still feel a little bit unmotivated on Monday mornings, but I just don't make it a problem. I will just allow myself to feel these slightly uncomfortable emotions and just let it be there.
Oh.
And I actually feel a lot more, I feel better actually when I allow myself to feel bad.
Mm, yeah. I can imagine some people listening to this and they're like, wait, what? Wait, say that again? You actually feel better because you let yourself feel bad and then you let it be okay with there's being Monday blue. Yeah.
Yeah, I was so mind blown by this as well.
Mm,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people they think life coaching is all about being positive and being motivated and like achieving your goals all the time. right? And then what you just shared, it really is that almost like a slow, not even slow, right? It's like because sometimes after one session, you're like, okay, it makes sense, it clicked for you. And then other things are like after several sessions, you come back, you're like, oh, okay, now I get it, right? But what it sounds like is really like this. What is how do we just be it with our humanness, knowing that life is always going to be there's positive and negative parts about life, doesn't matter wherever you are at, and how can we shift our perspectives and change how we feel with our current circumstances right now. And you have grown so much, so it's like yes, people are like it might seem, oh, what happened, right? That you went from wanting to quit to actually loving your job. But underneath, it sounds like there's so many things in place. Imposter syndrome, letting go of other people's judgments and thoughts about you, knowing that you can be flawed and imperfect and still be an amazing employee. What else do we talk about?
Yeah, and I think the other thing that really helped me was that, like before, I was thinking my job is getting in my way of building my business.
That's a big one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought once I became like full time in my business, life will just be so much easier and better. Um, yeah, but what really surprised me is that I realized if I'm feeling stressful about money right now, I will still feel stressful about money when I become full time in my business. If I think I don't have enough time right now, I'm still going to think and feel the same way when I am full time in my business.
Mhm.
So like I realize that changing the external circumstances won't automatically change my thoughts.
Yeah.
And I guess this realization just helped me to feel so much more sufficient, like with my current situation. And I started to realize that my job doesn't have to be a problem. Like my job doesn't matter. I still have so much time to work on my business or spend time doing what I want to do.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, and I know that we really also help you get to this place where you can really feel self-sufficient and really feel grateful and enough right now, just with whatever is happening in your life, right? You don't need to change any external circumstances to feel to feel that way.
Mm.
What do you we kind of talked about some things, but um, what do you think created the change for that?
Mm. I think it's really the realization that same as what I said before, like changing the circumstances just won't change how I feel, and like this realization alone is like super powerful, and one thought I really like and I really believe in is that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and I'm already living a very good life. And once I started to think about these thoughts, I started to see and appreciate like just how amazing my life already is. And just the fact that I have a job, I have my own business, and I'm working with a coach. Like this is so amazing already. And I just feel so calm, peaceful, and grateful for what I have.
Yeah, yes. I think so many of us, we are so busy with our goal, the goal we want to get to, right? The next business milestone, the next thing we need to do in our life, that we forget what you just talked about, which is, oh, taking a moment to like pause and really think about your current situation and appreciating all of them so much. Yeah. Um, are there any other pivotal growth and any other breakthroughs or changes that you want to share?
Yes, so one of the breakthroughs I had was being willing to feel negative emotion. For example, feeling disappointed. Like
Mm,
previously, I was very scared of setting goals, and I stopped trying too early because I was just so scared of feeling disappointed. And I think like after working together, I realized that disappointment, it does feel uncomfortable, but it is just an emotion. It truly is harmless. And when I'm willing to take the emotional risk of feeling disappointed, I'm I can do anything, and I can set big goals, and now I'm not afraid of feeling disappointed because I have the tools to feel it. And yeah, I think this is so powerful because I think not many people know how to process and how to feel emotions. But really, when you are willing to feel any emotion, you are unstoppable.
Mhm. Yes,
Yeah.
yay! So excited for you. Yeah, and sometimes we think emotions are so hard
Mm,
and so challenging to go through, but once you really allow yourself to be there and feel through them, it will set you free.
mm.
And it's like what you said, you just feel unstoppable.
Yes.
Anything else you want to share?
um, I think the other breakthrough that I had was that I realized I don't need to be fixed. Like I'm already a capable human being. Like I don't even need life coaching, but I want it because I want more in life. But I don't need life coaching to fix me.
Mm.
And also the same applies to my clients and also like just other people as well. Like they are all capable human beings. They don't need to be fixed. So I think yeah, this realization is also so empowering.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, that's such a great perspective to adopt. When you see your clients, when you see other people as powerful, they can feel that from you. And then that also helps them believe that they are capable and that they are powerful. Yeah. And you did this with yourself, like you believe this with yourself.
mm,
Right. And so then now you can see other people as like that way too.
mm.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else or
Um, oh yeah, I just thought of another breakthrough.
yeah.
So the way I look at setting goals has really changed. Like previously, I set a goal for me to like get to. And sometimes I feel like, oh, the goal is so far away. Like it seems impossible to achieve this goal. But now I have this completely new perspective about goals. Like goals are something for you to be in that energy. Like I never thought about goals in this way. So again, I'm so mind blown. But like I never thought goals are there for me to like work from, for me to really be in that energy,
Mm.
for me to really believe first and take the actions
Mm.
before I have any evidence.
Yeah, so good, so good.
Mm.
Yay. Yeah, I want to take the moment now to really celebrate you. Um, if you have, what would you say to anyone who is on the fence thinking about working with me? And if you were, for example, if you were speaking to past Crystal, who is kind of on the fence right now, thinking about doing this work for themselves, what would you say to them?
Yeah, so to anyone who is thinking about investing in life coaching, I want to say that life coaching would be one of the best decisions you made because it will just really it will blow your mind and change your life. It will completely change like, how you look at things. And to the past Crystal, I want to say that if you are struggling to make a decision, you are afraid that you are going to make the wrong decision. I want to say that whether it's the right or wrong decision, the power is actually in you. You get to make it a right decision or wrong decision. Like, yeah, you have the power to make it the best decision you make.
Yay, so good. Thank you so much. And I'm so excited for what's to come for you. This is really just the beginning for you. So excited. Yay. Yeah. Okay. Where can people check you out and follow you about your work?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram. My handle is more than capable. So more dot than dot capable.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
Go check her out, hire her, and it's going to be so much fun. And life coaching is something that will really, really, like once you decide to do this work on yourself, it will be very transformational in ways that you can't even feel right now. So, all right. Okay, thank you, Crystal. Such a pleasure to have you on, and I'm so excited for what's to come. And it's been such a pleasure to walk with you. Anything else you want to say before we finish?
Um, yeah, I think I've pretty much shared everything. But once again, I'm just so grateful for past Crystal to really make this decision to invest in life coaching. Yeah, so um, yeah, I'm very grateful that I'm really living an amazing life right now.
Yay, thank you. Okay, I will
Mm.
talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.